Right now, we're enthralled with this featherweight contest, which is into the final round. Nick Ball has just landed another knockdown in round number 11. So he landed one in and around round 7, I think it was. Yeah. He's done one in round 11. He lost a large percentage of the first half of this fight, but he has just been like a wasp on a hot summer's day around one of them cold pints in the beer garden. He just will not clear off. Rey Vargas must be thinking, what have I got to do to get rid of this kid? He's throwing with bad intentions. There's nothing cute about it at all, is there, Josh? Really, it's all coming. Big winging hooks. He's having a lot of effect, and now he's got 3 minutes to try and solidify a world championship.
Well, Ball has kept that intensity up. He's kept the pressure up. He's not let Vargas at any one point had a minute to think. And yeah, it's a little bit dirty, but it's a boxing match, yeah, but it's a fight. And when he has gotten close, he's pushing Vargas off pushing his momentum off. And as he's pushing him, he's coming round with tight right hooks, tight left hooks, and he's having a lot of success. A lot of times Vargas does move off with his hands down and his head held high. And Ball's just taking advantage of that. And the more that he's put the pressure on, the more he's had success.
It's been pure pressure, hasn't it, Troy?
Yeah,
really, because the better boxing has actually come from Vargas, if we're dead honest about it, at range. But the pressure's just been relentless.
Absolutely, and when Nick Ball gets him on the ropes, the forearms in the face, there's another jab coming over the top. It's not great to look at, but it's effective, and there's many ways to win a fight, and he's proven that. And at the minute, I think Spencer's early claim is looking to be right. Spencer, I think you've got it on the money, mate. I hope you got 2-1 on that.
Spot on, mate. Yeah, you don't ever fight with me, though. And that's what it is, boys. I think that, listen, it ain't pretty. We know what Nick Ball does. We saw that against Isaac Dogba, where he toughed it out. There was times there where Dogba was the more skillful of the two, but he just keeps coming. And yeah, it's maybe not pretty, but it's effective. He is what he says, the wrecking ball, and that has won him this fight. I think the knockdowns may be the difference in this one, but it's just that relentless pressure of Nick Ball, and he's going to run out a deserved WBC World Featherweight Champion.
Yeah, we've got about 50 seconds remaining of the final round, and Nick Ball is literally chasing Rey Vargas around the ring.
Could you imagine meeting him in a boozer? It would be a nightmare, wouldn't it?
You'd want him on your side, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
I feel like Vargas has not had enough power to deter him. He's landed some very good body shots, but Balls just seem to have come through him. Couple there.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
doubling it up on it as well.
Yeah, on the left side as well, but right side, sorry. But he just took it up. He keeps coming.
Yep, last 20 seconds now.
I think this that Vargas wins this.
I think they...
Do the knockdowns sway it for you?
Yeah, I think they do.
Because it is tight, isn't it? He did win a large percentage of those early rounds. I mean, like I said, the viewers that are watching along with this, with the broadcaster that we've currently got on, did have it 5-1 after 6 in favour of Vargas. I think we probably had it more like a 4-2, something like that. Nick Ball in the second half of the fight absolutely came on strong. Yeah, he was relentless. He wouldn't go anywhere. And in the second half of the fight, he has landed those 2 10-8 rounds scored officially by the referee.
And when you start looking at the second half of the fight,
I don't like to say I called it before it would be Rey for tight and Nick Ball would win. Now, if that goes that way, boys...
You couldn't get Wi-Fi, though, could you? To get online, you couldn't get Wi-Fi.
No, I could only get Josh Whiteman.
I always think that's a clear tell, though, when the corner of the champion comes running in and flings them on the shoulders because they're nervous, going, "Come on, let's act like we've won it, try and put a bit of a show on." And they'll be nervous in that corner now with Vargas thinking, "I ain't sure if we got this one,
That is, to be fair, I mean, we build it as a top fight. It really was a top fight. I know that aesthetically, you look at them and you see one guy that's 5'11", one guy that's 5'3". They are completely different in the way that they go about fighting, but their styles did actually gel really nicely to make it a captivating watch.
I'm going to throw one out there. Would it be fair to say that Nick Ball's the home fighter here?
What, because he's a Frank Warren fighter? What are you saying? Spence?
I'm just saying. Home advantage is always... key...
Home advantage in Saudi Arabia. The lads from Toxteth in Liverpool, mate.
What I'm talking about is that Frank Warren is the promoter out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's the... we got one... Is that 117?
116, 111.
116, 111 in favour of Nick Ball there.
There you go.
From the viewers. So, therefore, they've given... From round 6 onwards, they've given him every single round and 2 10-8s in there as well. Yeah. And they gave him 1 in the first half of the fight. I think we're on that page, aren't we? I don't know whether it was that much of a whitewash in the back end, because Vargas did have success, but the 2 10-8s, I think, have swayed it.
It was just close rounds, Adam. When the rounds are so close, how you split them? Well, the man who's dictating the fight, the one who's forcing the fight, and that was Nick Ball.
Yeah.
Ball's
good.
won this. Ball's got it, mate.
Only because you've got a bet on. That's the reason why you're thinking the way
I'm
you're
going 116, 112, 115, 113, around that sort of mark. But I think that the knockdowns were key for him there as well. I think without the knockdowns, it would have been close.
Yeah, of course.
With the knockdowns, I think that was the deciding factor for me anyway. I think that it was a fight of two halves, wasn't it? I think that Vargas started very well. Ball stuck with it. You know, he didn't get frustrated, stuck with it, bit down his gum shield and done what he does. You know, he come on in the penultimate rounds and, for me, dominated the second half of the fight.
And if he is to be crowned champion, that'll be, I think, the second in the Queensberry stable. Obviously, Tyson Fury's one. He goes in there as well, and obviously having another champion from Great Britain is only a good thing if we're trying to make big fights. I'm looking at you. I know that you've been speaking about Super Feather, my friend, but there is that card that is coming up, and they will be talking about who will Nick Ball be fighting. I'm sure there's a lot of fans that want to see him on that Riyadh card where Beterbiev is fighting Bivol. Queensberry versus Matchroom. There's opportunities coming somebody's way somewhere.
Excitement.
I thought that'd put a smile on your face. Look at you.
I'm shadowboxing again.
He's done a couple of rounds. He's done a couple of rounds just watching this fight. Don't worry.
That's it. We're just waiting for the official results of this featherweight contest. Don't forget, still to come, we've got the co-main event where Zheli Zhang and Joseph Parker are going to be going at it in that heavyweight contest. Don't know what that necessarily means for the heavyweight division. It is just a fantastic fight that we're all extremely excited about checking out. And then, of course, the main event where we've got Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou going at it. We're just waiting now for Thomas Triber to read out the official scores, of which he is going through. And we will see one of these men having their hand raised. And once it's done, obviously with no sound at the moment, coming through to us from Saudi Arabia, so we can't give you an exact score, but we will get that to you as and when it comes our way. If you are just joining us, by the way, on talkSPORT, we are across the talkSPORT network, and of course available for us.
It's a draw.
Split draw.
No way.
Split draw has just come through. I've just had the sound come through in my ear for a split second.
Wow.
I haven't got the scores for you, but I will pass that on for you in a minute.
Wow.
But a split draw has... Oh, that doesn't feel right.
Nah, Vargas, sorry.
I need to
Ball
see
won
the
that
exact
fight.
scores of how they scored it, because obviously, for those that don't know too much about that, they've obviously scored one in favour of Vargas, one in favour of Nick draw, and somebody scored that level in some way, shape or form. To score that level with two knockdowns, what would you have to do? You'd have to go 7-5 in favour of Vargas and knock the 2 points off to have it 113 apiece. I'm assuming that's what's happened. I'll get a confirmation of that in a minute.
Quick maths.
Trying, mate. You're all right. Mate, I've been here many times. I've picked the holes in many scorecards in my time.
He's not an ex-boxer, mate.
We've got
Listen, and I know that Vargas won a large percentage of the early stages. You might be able to make an argument for him maybe winning one down the back stretch. Are we miles away from 7? Are we miles away from him winning 7 rounds?
I had Vargas winning 5 of the first 6.
5 of the first 6.
Yeah.
So could you give him one down the last 6?
Yeah, the last one.
Yeah.
The last round.
Yeah, you
I've
could.
got it on here. I want you to see it. 7.
Yeah, but 5.
So I'm saying I
first
called
6.
it. I'm just saying.
Go 5 of the
You
first
called
6.
7-5 in
That's
favour of
how-
Vargas.
that's how I've done it
So
on
you
the
scored it
top
113 apiece.
Yeah. But I didn't want to say anything because Spence had 2-1. So I was thinking, so I don't want to jinx it. Don't even that guy that jinxes it in the background.
He does, mate. He does.
But I've done. I got 7, and I've done the 2
It
8
was
rounds.
a close fight, but I thought Nick Ball deserved to win it.
Yeah,
There you go.
I think if you're looking at
There
it,
you go.
you can make the argument it was a draw. But if you're watching it, you'd be like, Nick Ball was.
So with that in mind, like I said, a split draw, where somebody's given more rounds then to Vargas. Can you see more than 7 for him?
Yeah, I can, because I can see why the one he won in the, was it the 3rd or the 4th that we gave him? That was a 50-50. Depends what you like.
Okay.
Me personally, I prefer someone who's picking their shots over somebody that's just coming forward. So,
Yeah.
But again,
You don't know how-
you said the opposite, didn't you?
You also don't know how some judges score it. I know
Yeah.
a lot of judges don't like to score 10 rounds. But
Yes.
some do.
Yeah.
Some do, and some of them rounds were
Some-
very hard to split. Like
listen.
when Ball was forcing the pace, being the aggressor, but then Vargas coming through with
Yeah.
the cleaner shots, then it's like, where do
Some
you go
judges
there?
wear a blindfold as well,
Yeah.
mate. Some of the scoring that you see these
Yeah,
days,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
I'm being serious.
Listen, I
Some of
think,
the judges you
I
see.
think-
Frank don't look happy though.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know my
I
stars
understand
down.
that. I think
Yeah.
the Ball won the fight.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna be
thought
honest.
Ball won the fight. Yeah.
I think that's a general consensus. Just having a quick look on social media, there's a lot of people obviously a little bit confused by the split decision draw. Listen, we'll get more into that, and I'm sure there'll be people reacting on our social media as well and in the comment section of watching this watch along. But the official judgment from the featherweight world title fight is that obviously Rey Vargas keeps his title. It will be a split draw officially on the cards. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of call for running it back. So 2 minutes ago when I was touting you for a fight, looks like it's super feather now, mate, doesn't it? Looks like
All those push-ups for a reason, big dog.
We get the takeaway.